This is a trying and scary ordeal for any family to go through. Haley's mother, Nicole McKiernan, is joining us live tonight. Nicole, I am sure you are still processing everything that has happened. You are holding Haley tight tonight. First of all, how is she doing, and what is it like having her home?
She's doing really good. We were able to, as soon as I got back from Chicago, she had her forensic interview and I took her shopping. Didn't matter that I'd been up for, 36 hours. We went and got her a bunch of stuff to decorate her room and put it together. And that's what we've been doing ever since, just spending as much time as possible with the family and each other. And it's been great having her here.
I can't imagine. Tell me more about this man who called you out of the blue in the last few days. How did he know who Haley was? Where did he see her?
So he saw her on the episode you guys aired. And I'm so thankful that you guys put her on there. He called me Friday when we were actually cooking Thanksgiving because I didn't want to celebrate on Thursday. And he gave me the tip. He had started talking to her and he got more information, was able to contact me. I still don't even know how he got my phone number. But I owe this man everything and I haven't been able to contact him since, but he has a pretty large reward coming to him for the tip that led me to my baby.
Where was he talking to her?
He was talking to her on Omegle, the same site that she met the guy that she was with.
Wow. This man has not been arrested, the man that was keeping her. Do we know where he is tonight?
I don't. I know that law enforcement is still building their case. And, we're hoping that we can get enough to make it a federal case rather than just by the state.
Haley was with him for 2 months. What has she shared with you about their relationship?
It was pretty quiet. She wasn't allowed to go to public places. And if they did, it had to be somewhere where there was no camera. She talks about, they did go to a couple different restaurants on dates and they went walking a lot at night. Nothing was ever during the day, so she couldn't be spotted. She's told me that he helped her through all of her emotions and that he taught her how to be a better person and just some outlandish things that you wouldn't normally do with just a friend. There was Netflix and chill time. There was cuddling sessions, just a mom's absolute worst nightmare possible.
And Nicole, you believe that Haley was being groomed. Does Haley understand that?
No, she still believes that he was acting in her best interest, that he was her, she just everything to her. She has a necklace that she wore home that has a lock in the front and it's a key in the back. And she said that that necklace meant everything to her because it was from him.
Are you afraid that this man who had your daughter for 2 months may try to reach back out and contact her, may try to lure her again?
I am. We are. So we've taken some precautions. She does have an ankle monitor. She is definitely not leaving my side for a very long time. As far as electronics and social media, that's not something that I am remotely comfortable with at all. And so it's pretty much going to be, time back when we grew up as kids where you don't have all those things that bring strangers into your home and into your life.
Did she have any idea how many people were looking for her, how much love there was for her?
No, she was led to believe that everybody hated her and that she had no friends and her family didn't like her. And so on the way back on the trip from Chicago, I showed her the Where is Haley Nicole Shell page on Facebook. I showed her her page on Facebook where people had been reaching out. I showed her Twitter posts. I showed her the news clips and the YouTube videos, and she cried and cried. And her exact words to me were, I didn't realize that so many people cared about me.
It's heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time because she's back with you. What was her reaction to being home, Nicole?
She was, so we came home, and the first thing that happened was her little sisters came out of the garage. The garage door was open, and her little sisters came out, and she ran towards them and hit her knees, and there was tears, and there was hugging, and there were tears and hugging with the rest of the siblings and family. She did get to see her grandma before her grandma left to go back to North Carolina, which was a huge blessing for my mom. And she can't wait to see the rest of the family and her friends, and she's really happy to be home.
15 years old. Nicole, if you could say anything to the predator who took her, what would you tell him?
You are a horrible person, and my daughter and my family will get the justice that we deserve, and it's going to take some time, but I promise that my daughter will forget you.
Before I let you go, Nicole, you have proposed an alert system similar to an Amber Alert. You did not have this in place for Haley. You were screaming from the rooftops, my daughter is missing. I need help. What is next for you in that fight?
What's next is there's some of us, a lot of us actually, who are working towards a new alert system. We're going to call it Haley's Alert. And it will be towards runaways, because they're in actually more danger, and I hate to say that. I understand that abducted children are in imminent danger. I get that. But with the statistics, runaways are just in as much, if not more danger, because we don't know who took them. And I fully plan on going, towards this. We need some law reform. Law enforcement needs better training on how to handle these situations. And I want to be the advocate for other families that are going through this. I've actually been in touch with a few different mamas already. And I'm going to advocate for runaways and for the voices of our children and our children's children. And first, I'm going to spend a lot of time with my baby.
There's a lot of mamas out there tonight who would like to give you a big hug. Thank you for coming on and talking to us. I am so grateful and overwhelmed with joy that Haley is back home with you tonight. Nicole McKiernan, we appreciate you talking to us, and keep us posted on your efforts to fight for other families out there who want justice and who want this same outcome.
I will, and thank you, because if he hadn't seen your guys' episode and the fact that you care about these children, it could be a different story.
We're in this together. Nicole, thank you. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.